This first episode of Kagewani was so weird that I had to do a first impressions. So this is an anime short that just aired like late last night, right before Fairy Tail, and personally I wasn't really going to watch it. Like, I saw it in the fall anime 2015 lineup. I was going to check it out, but I wasn't really going to review it or not. It looked kind of cool. I didn't really expect much at all from this series. Like, I didn't expect anything. So, I started the episode like, oh yeah, it's anime short, so it's gonna be short. It's only like 7-8 minutes. Like, that's not much at all. That's barely any time. I can get this out of the way and just see how it is. And so, I started. First thing I noticed is the animation, it's very different. It's not the normal animation you're gonna get from every other anime with Moe Blob to, you know, the standard that we see nowadays in anime. There is cardboard cutouts. Like, majority of the scenes are cardboard cutouts. Not as bad as Inferno Cop or Ninja Slayer, but it's still, you can somewhat see that they're kind of cardboard cutouts. And the animation, in a way, is very different, along with the art style. And if the art style is not to your taste, I don't think you're going to like the series. So I don't really know what the story is about, like the complete story, but judging by the way this first episode is done, something about monsters that are probably hiding, and you have it to where this detective is trying to find out mysterious deaths of these people. That's the type of impression I got from this first episode, because you have the dude at the end of the episode, he looks at this gate, the hole in the gate that the boys that, you know, went into the forest when they were taking, you know, video recordings of that fake Loch Ness Monster. You got it to where he looked in this hole and he's like, and then all of a sudden his head starts hurting and you hear this noise. So he probably has some form of connection to these creatures, but also he might be some form of detective that, you know, I guess looks into these mysterious deaths where people just end up dead, and then there's really no explanation for it. I feel like that's kind of what this series is about. A parody of the Loch Ness Monster. I like how this episode did a parody of that. It was quite funny, in a way, just to see how the Loch Ness Monster was being faked in anime form, but then it wasn't really meant to be comedy-wise. It was about a group of boys that was going into a forest, and they wanted to make a video, post online, get views, and the way to do this, they were trying to fake some form of monster sighting with, you know, faking a Loch Ness Monster. And with the way this went was, as the boys were trying to make a video, shit went down to where they couldn't really make the video, and then all of a sudden this weird monster that looked like the Loch Ness Monster started attacking these boys and eating them. Now, I don't know why the boys were there. Like, I don't know why they were there in a forest region that also had some form of Loch Ness Monster. Maybe it has something to do with imagination. Maybe they heard rumors and they wanted to do that in the middle of the forest just to say, like, oh, we saw that creature you guys were starting rumors about. Whatever the case may be, when it came to the story of the episode, I felt like it put a really good atmosphere to what we should expect from the series. It had this creepy tone about it, especially with the way the monster was shown behind the dude in the water. Like, when you see that reflection of the water, you see the creature right behind him. A really good scene. Regardless if you hate the animation and art style, that looked really nice in terms of just being very artistic. And most likely that is my thumbnail, so I mean, you'll probably see that on the thumbnail. Out of all the different scenes in the episode, that one scene stood out to me the most. But yeah, the first episode of Kagewani, it's, I don't really know how to take it. I really don't know how to take the series, because right now, it's so weird that I had to do in first impressions, but I don't know if I will review or talk about episode 2. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know what direction the story is going to take, but it was good enough for me to sit down and just talk about it, because it was just, yeah, it was kind of interesting. So tell me your thoughts. I mean, have you watched Kagewani? Do you know about the source material? If you're an anime only like me, how do you feel about this first episode? Was it weird? How do you feel about the art style and animation? How do you feel about the voice acting? How do you feel about the cardboard cutouts in a way? And how do you feel about, you know, the way the supernatural element of this episode was done? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.